Welcome to Red Carpet Healthcare Solutions, hosted by Dr. Ryan Molli and Travis Buzzell. Join us on this journey as we educate the patient population, inform today's medical providers, and inspire tomorrow's medical leaders through education and in-depth discussion. We can all discover today's best healthcare solutions. Now, sit back and enjoy Red Carpet Healthcare Solutions Private Practice Podcasters.
Hey everybody, Dr. Ryan Molli here for another episode of Red Carpet Healthcare Solutions Private Practice Podcasters with my co-host,
Travis Buzzell.
So we had a little bit of time off, the early summer. I had a couple week vacation, but really excited to kind of be back at it with you, Trav.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've been golfing a lot, so.
A lot more than I've been golfing. But that being said, super excited about tonight's guest. I actually had the opportunity and pleasure to meet one of his partners about a month ago when I was out in Chicago at the Becker's ASC Spine and Orthopedic Conference. And he mentioned our guest's name. I said, wait a second, he's going to be on our podcast here. And thank you, Dr. Aluisio, for being flexible to allow us to reschedule this, because we did have this scheduled earlier. But without further ado, Dr. Frank Aluisio, orthopedic surgeon.
Welcome, Doc.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me on here to talk about topics that are near and dear to all of our hearts about keeping independent practices alive and thriving.
First question, obvious, is like, okay, you're an independent guy. I'm an independent guy. Private practice is kind of the meat and potatoes for who we are, what we do. But what was it in 2014 that this coalition of orthopedic surgeons started talking? Like, I know reimbursements have been declining for decades now. Was it that? Did you start to see the pendulum shift of a lot of these younger guys are going into hospital employment? What was the main impetus for these conversations to be started?
So I guess, and one of the things, and I don't even know if you know about this, but something that came up today was that there is it's very small. It's an insurance company that's, doing this sort of, the hybrid, Medicare Advantage plans. And it's a small group that is out of Florida that is in like 13 or 14 states. And they've come into Pennsylvania, and they came into the practice today to, kind of have a conversation about, they're going to start adding members into, the community. And, they kept getting this sort of feedback that for orthopedic needs, orthopedic care, in the Crawford County area, where Dr. Molli operates for total joints, that this was kind of the place that the community has, sort of, chosen to be their center of excellence. And so, they wanted to kind of sit down and sort of have this conversation of, give me your 30,000 foot view and let us tell you a little bit about us. And, those beginning conversations, right, where, a lot of the big payers are already, have been established for, as long as we can remember, just in terms of, reimbursements and fee schedules and all those sort of things. So for your practice and being as massive as it is, but still private. So, I'm assuming at this point they have to come to you because the options become limited because of just the footprint that you have. Do you have a team of people that, in addition to obviously from the physician side, but like an administration side that take care of like insurance contracting, renewals, like negotiating fee schedules, all that sort of stuff? What does that look like?
And I think the key, if you want to have autonomy over your career, private practice is the only way at this point to do it. If you join a hospital, your autonomy's gone. You're basically an employee your entire career, or as long as you stay with the hospital. If you have any kind of entrepreneurial tendency, private practice is really also the only way to expand upon that. You'll have, if you want to go into private practice, you'll have the opportunity to participate in ancillaries, not just your practice. If you are an employee, you won't have that opportunity. So even though you may start out with a higher salary, higher income, if you're an employee of a hospital system, when you get 3 to 5 years into it, you're going to do better in private practice than you are in that other situation. And there's no guarantee you're going to be able to maintain your level of income as an employee. There's always that possibility that they're going to start trimming back on your.
I think it's almost inevitable, right?
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, I'd be glad to come back anytime and talk.
Oh, we're gonna
There's going to be a part two
there'll
to
be a
this.
sequel
trust
to this
me.
for sure.
Yes.
I would be remiss if I didn't thank kind of our guy that suggested you as a guest, and that's Marty Nichols.
Marty Nichols, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. So
Gotcha.
have a great night. Stay tuned. We're coming up in a couple of weeks with another episode. So have a great night.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.